What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Masters EX video. My name is Charlie, and today we're going to get into Nate and Braviary. I'm getting better at pronouncing it. Their moveset, sync grid, team builds, recommended, lucky skill, the whole nine. So we'll go ahead and get into it. Nate and Braviary. Oh my god. Okay. Of course, they're flying type, weak to rock. They are physical strikers. So they're essentially the physical strike version of Blue and Pidgeot, but weaker, I guess you could say. I don't know, man. I mean, we'll check out their stats right now. HP 523, attack, physical attack. This is the bread and butter. 252, but that can dramatically increase, just not to the point that Mega Pidgeot's special attack gets to. Just keep that in mind. But as far as a physical striking flying type, this is the most powerful one so far. Excuse me, so far in the game. It's 252, but again, that's going to increase a lot with the sync grid, depending on how expanded you have it. Defense and special defense at 125, special attack at 170, doesn't matter because they don't have special attacks. Speed at 266, but that also can change with the sync grid as well. And bulk of 440 for those of you that matter, or care about it mattering, I guess. I don't know. Alright, moveset, Aerial Ace, never misses, so you don't have to worry about accuracy with this one. 45 or 54 power, depending how powered up it is. That, of course, changes with the sync grid. Single opponent attack, 2 energy move cost, and its effect tag is a sure hit. It's always going to hit regardless. Dire Hit Plus sharply raises the user's critical hit rate. You get 2 of those, but you will, of course, get an MP refresh with the sync grid. Now, this one's interesting. Fly. Power of 190 or 169 or 202, depending on how powered up it is. That, of course, changes with the sync grid. Accuracy of 95. Single opponent attack. 3 uses, so it's a quick move. So it's not going to use the move gauge, which is nice. Which actually plays into the passive skills of Braviary. Fly. The user begins flying. After a set time, the user stops flying and attacks. No other actions can be taken while flying. Most moves used by opponents will not hit the user while it is flying. If the user is hit by a sync move while flying, it will stop flying. So there are other moves in the game that are like this. And of course, if you've played the main series Pokemon games, you're very aware of what Fly does. But it's very powerful. It's a very powerful, quick move. Yeah, it's really interesting. It reminds me a bit of... as far as like a powerful quick move, I guess Guzma and Golisopod. But flying like Morty and Driftbloom, their quick attack as well lets you not be hit while you're about to hit them. Alright, the trainer move, Be Brave, drastically raises the user's attack and raises the user's accuracy. You can use that 2 times. Of course, there is a MP refresh in the sync grid. The sync move, Bravest Brave Bird, no additional effects. Does 250 or 300 damage against a single opponent, but if you get Nate to his 6-star EX, he will become an AoE sync move. So that will, boom, do a lot of damage against the entire opposing team. Now, the passive skills, Power Flux 3, comes with Power Flux 3, really good. The fuller the move gauge, the more this powers up moves. That plays into Fly, because Fly doesn't use move gauge. And also later on, at one of the 3, when you get to 3 out of 5 for the sync grid, you'll get another Power Flux sync node. And so you'll think you'll be able to do Power Flux 5. And so if you put Power Flux, I think there's power. It goes up to Power Flux 3 for a lucky skill. If you do the Fly build out, you'll be able to do Power Flux 8 because they all stack on top of each other, which would be insane damage. I mean, it's an 80% increase to damage. I think that's how that works out. Math isn't my strong suit. Especially when it comes to multiplying percentages and stuff like that. Sorry guys, I'm dealing with American public school education here. But if you know how much that would increase the damage, let me know down in the comments section. I would love to know. Please educate me. But yeah, the Power Flux 8 would be insane. Also, because you do have critical, your critical hit increaser here with Dire Hit Plus, having Critical Strike 2, never a bad option either. And for your other passive skill, you have Quick Combo 3, has a moderately good chance of refreshing the number of times the user can use its quick moves by 1 when an attack is successful. So, it doesn't say when the quick move is successful, when it says any attack is successful. So your Aerial Ace, which never misses, could in fact recharge your fly attack, the quick move uses. Something to think about. That's really, really cool. Very self-sufficient here for like a long game kind of play style. So something to think about. Just something to think about, that's all I'm saying. Alright, we'll move on to the actual sync grids. At 1 out of 5, we can actually do 2 niche build-outs. This one's for Aerial Ace. We're grabbing all the Aerial Ace plus 5s here. We have Aerial Ace Fast Track 4, which has a good chance of raising the Pokemon's speed after it uses a move. Of course, the Aerial Ace Move Gauge Refresh. We do have Dire Hit MP Refresh. Be Brave MP Refresh. Acuity, so your accuracy cannot be lowered, so once you raise your accuracy up a bit, and Fly is at 100% accuracy, you don't have to worry about missing with Fly ever again during that match. But of course, we're doing it with, I mean, I guess we can, since this is solely focused on Aerial Ace, we can get rid of that and just do 2 over here for getting that extra defense, and then just not worrying about everything else. Yeah, I guess you could do that. The other way, of course, we could do is take away, if you wanted to focus on Fly, we could power up Fly over here, and then Acuity. There you go. So there's technically 3 1 out of 5 sync grids that you can possibly do with this, depending on, you know, little specialities that you want to go with. And, oh, we didn't go over the team builds. Obviously, Skyla and Swanna. You want speed increase and defense increase, and that healer ability is amazing. As far as the second support, I mean, Torchic's really good. Trying to think, like a move gauge refresher. I mean, there's Superior, but that's special attack boosting instead of physical attack boosting. But it, not bad. I mean, there's like Maylene, who does raises the attack of all the allied sync pairs too. Yeah, I don't know. We don't really have a physical attack booster plus move gauge booster. Well, no, there's Dusclops, Dusk Noir. Yeah, that could work, I think. Yeah. But you definitely want Skyla and Swan on the team. Just saying. Alright, so 2 out of 5. You got Aerial Ace, Brutal Clarity. We're seeing a lot of repetition here from Blue and Pidgeot's sync grid. So Aerial Ace, Brutal Clarity, the more the accuracy's been raised, the more it powers up moves. Pinpoint Entry 1 raises the user's accuracy when the Pokemon enters battle. And of course, we're teaming that up with the Be Brave MP Refresh, because that raises your attack and accuracy. Raising Acuity, or not raising Acuity, Acuity, making sure that your accuracy can't be lowered. Aerial Ace, Fast Track 4, raises your speed when an attack has a chance of raising your speed after using a move. And Aerial Ace, Move Gauge Refresh. But if we wanted to keep powering up moves, we also grab that attack plus 10. We could take away the Aerial Ace Fast Track 4, and since we have We can just boom, 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 boom. Increase aerial ace by an extra 15 points of attack. So that's pretty good. It's really good. Or, if you wanted to, you could do the dire hit MP refresh, and then grab, like, with that remaining 2, more defense. But yeah, this is a very aerial ace focused attack build out. So, not too bad. Not too bad. That's if you can pull, like, multiple copies of Nate and Braviary, which, to date, have not. Yeah, okay. So this one is, of course, the fly build out for 2 out of 5. What we did here, we did Acuity, Pinpoint Entry, Be Brave, of course, the fly power-ups, getting all those. As much as we can get. We got some speed increase over here, but if we take that away, we can actually increase our physical defense by 10 if we wanted to. But yeah, you know, it's not too bad. The pinpoint entry is help like just raises your accuracy up. And if we didn't want to do, and the reason why we're doing Be Brave is to raise our attack, not for accuracy, because pinpoint entry is going to help do that anyways. But yeah, you want to increase your physical attack as much as possible before you start doing your flies. Yeah, it's not too bad. You do have an evasive rush 3 over here, which drastically raises the user's evasiveness after using a sync move. But honestly, even for my sync bomb build, I don't even use that. Honestly, it kind of just gets in the way. You can use it if you want, but I'd rather focus on building up my physical attack power, because it's not the highest in the world for this being a physical attack striker. Alright, getting into the 3 out of 5s. This is where Aerial Ace becomes pretty strong. Really, really strong. We have Brutal Clarity, Critical Strike 2. So if you had, this is where, for your lucky skill, depending on what move and grid you want to focus on, is where you would change it up from either getting Power Flux 3 or Critical Strike 2. If you're focusing on Aerial Ace, then you would want to put Critical Strike 2 on, because then you would have Critical Strike 4, because Aerial Ace, Critical Strike 2, and then for your lucky skills, Critical Strike 2 would stack, giving you Critical Strike 4. For Aerial Ace, a move that will never miss. Yeah, that's really, really good. Now, the reason why we have Acuity on, even though Aerial Ace never misses, is because we don't want our accuracy lowered because of Brutal Clarity. The more it's been raised, the more it powers up moves. So if your accuracy gets lowered, then you're gonna, Brutal Clarity is not gonna work as well. So that's why we have Acuity on for this particular build out. And we have Aerial Ace Ramming Speed. The more the user's speed has been raised, the more it powers up moves. Yeah. We'll take more of that as well. But because it's Aerial Ace Ramming Speed, when it's a named move, I think it just works for that particular move. If I'm wrong, again, if I'm wrong about anything, guys, correct me down in the comments so that we're all, you know, on the same page. But I'm pretty sure that just means it only increases the power for Aerial Ace, not for Fly, when your speed is raised. The reason why we didn't get Fast Track 4 is because we're already going to have Skyla and Swanna as our one of our supports. You can have another support that increases the speed. There's plenty of them now, especially Eggmon. Any egg Pokemon that's like a support usually has like raises the speed of all allied sync pairs. So whichever one you invest in would be really nice with that. And Brutal Clarity just works out better, I think. Yeah. But I mean, if you really wanted to get it, it wouldn't be that hard. We can just take away these, or grab the attack right there, and do like something like that. So that way you're increasing your speed every time you do an Aerial Ace, which then increases the damage that Aerial Ace does with the ramming speed. So yeah, there's 2 ways you can build that out. Alright, move on to the next one. This is our fly build out. This, of course, is where you would want to put Power Flux 3 on as your passive skill. Or not passive skill, but your lucky skill. Words, what are they even? We got all the fly plus 2s over here that we can get, except for this one, because we ran out of energy. But that's fine, because we do increase our attack by 10, 20, 30. So it's not bad. You're increasing it quite a bit. And we grabbed some more speed over here. If you wanted to, you could build up your defense. Your special defense depends on who you're going up against, really. Yeah, I would just focus on speed, really. But defense is another way to build it out. Acuity, of course, is very essential for fly because you don't want your accuracy to fall at all. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple build out. We just grabbed the aerial ace +5 here to get the attack +10. But other than that, yeah, pretty straightforward. And again, you would use the 3, like if you ever ran out of fly, like moves, because it's a quick move, because of your passive skill, Quick Combo 3, which has a moderately good chance of refreshing the number of times you can use your quick move by 1 when an attack is successful, even if you're out of flies, because fly should also possibly give you a refresh on it when you landed a successful fly. Aerial ace, which never misses, should also refresh fly. So yeah, not too bad, right? It's an interesting build combo. It's an interesting build. And last but not least, we do have the sync move, the sync bomb build. This one is... I wish we could also get inertia plus the aerial ace, but unfortunately we just don't have enough energy remaining over to when connecting all 4 of the sync +25 nodes. But, you know, that's why you have your speed boosters, because we have inertia. Oh, hang on a sec. Inertia, the higher the user's speed, the more it powers up sync moves. Of course, it's really good. We have an extra 100 points of damage, power 100 plus 100 to power to the sync move. If I can talk tonight, you guys, I swear. So that makes it from 250 to 350 right off the bat. Very powerful sync move. Very powerful sync move. Yeah, this is just trying to get to your sync move as quickly as possible. We've got the aerial ace move gauge refresh in case we run out of fly. Because you want to do fly as much as possible so that you, one, aren't getting hit by regular moves, but also you're not using your move gauge, so you can also attack with a secondary attacker if you wanted to. You could have, I mean, having Blue and Nate and Skyla, that would be a very serious flying type team right there. Very serious contender to deal with. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments section what you guys think about Nate and Braviary's sync grid. What kind of builds do you want to try out with him if you get him? Because he's one of the units that I actually, if you have Blue, I don't recommend getting Nate. I mean, there's just, I don't see a point for it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already, so you never miss out on any of my daily Pokemon Masters EX content. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you always get notified when I upload a new video every single day here on the CharizardMosh channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.